Hey guys, this is Aegis, and it's March 21st, Wednesday, March 21st, 2012. We're going to be watching a Terran versus Zerg, and it's going to be Check 6 Sleep versus TSL Pult, and this is on Antigua Shipyard. They've spawned cross positions, and this is for, I guess, the Zotac Cup, looking from the list of spectators. So I guess this map was cross spawn only, so we do see the Overlord from Check 6 Sleep making its way across the map. He just needs to make sure it does not get caught by that first Marine. Check 6 Sleep just making drones so far. We'll see when he decides to throw down his pool. He does have an Overlord on the way, and his first gas is coming up as well. Actually, no, that was just a gas trick. I haven't seen that in a while. There's the supply depot coming up for TSL Pult as well. We'll see if he decides to take gas after the barracks to see if he's actually going to be going for a really fast command center, which could be the case, especially because these two players do know it's cross spawn only. The first drone scout is out on the field for Check 6 Sleep as well. And looks like Sleep is going to be going for the hatch first, I believe. There's this drone headed out to the natural expansion. There's the natural expansion going to be thrown down. There it is, coming up for Sleep, and TSL Pult getting his first gas as well. So we'll be seeing not so quick of an expansion. We'll probably see either some Reapers or some Hellions first before throwing down that natural expansion. Pult will be trying to do a little bit of damage to that natural expansion with Hellions if he so desires, or maybe just scouting with a Reaper. Looks like he's not going to be going for that, throwing up that first Marine, and we'll probably see that reactor get thrown down real soon. The orbital command is also on the way. The spawning pool is now coming up for Check 6 Sleep. He's got the first gas up as well, now throwing a couple of guys into gas. He will be going for that speed for the early game. There's that first Marine headed across the map, and the Overlord arrives on this side just in time to do some scouting, and also just in time to avoid that one Marine. And Sleep actually does not have an Overlord here, so he could get bunkered in, but I don't think Pult is interested in doing something like that. And the natural expansion does complete for Sleep, and we'll see a couple of Queens on the way in just a few moments. The factory is on the way as well as the reactor, so we will be seeing a reactored Hellion build. We'll see what Pult decides to do behind this. Maybe take an expansion, maybe get a couple of extra tech labs, and do some meching. There's the bunker coming up for Pult. So, like I said earlier, this was dangerous for Sleep early on. He does have Zerglings coming out right now. Pult's bunker does finish, but I don't think anything's going to actually be able to get in there. However, he did force out a bunch of Zerglings, and a Marine does get inside. Oh no! And it looks like the repair going down from that SCV in this bunker is very, very well placed. This Spine Crawler, on the other hand, is not well placed at all. That one SCV going to continue to repair away. The bunker will fall after killing quite a few Zerglings. It looks like that bunker actually did get salvaged. So, very nice play by Pult, forcing out extra Zerglings, also killing off a couple of Zerglings. If he actually got a couple of extra units down there, I think he may have been able to take all of that down. A couple of Hellions now headed across the field, and the first tech lab is being constructed, and the Stimpack immediately gets started. He's also got his natural command center finishing up. He will float that out shortly. Once he decides it's safe, we'll probably see a couple of bunkers up at the front, just in case. Sleep positioning his Spine Crawler up at the front. We'll see if Pult ever decides to do any sort of run by. This is quite a bit of area for that Spine Crawler to cover. So the Hellions now going to be able to do a little bit of damage to that Spine Crawler. It is now burrowing. It takes only an eternity, so it will take quite a bit of damage before finish burrowing. There's the next pair of Hellions popping out, more Marines on the way. Pult's natural command center now morphing into an orbital command. More barracks going down, so Pult is definitely going to be going for more bio-heavy style. Natural Command Center now floating out to the natural expansion. Sleep now getting another full round of drones. We'll probably see him take the third base real soon within the next 2 or 3 minutes. There's the next gas coming up for Sleep. It's still not really revealing what tech path he's going to be going. I believe he will be going up to Lair, now starting the Carapace +1. Hellion doing a little bit of patrolling here, just checking out what's going on. Pult now throwing down a starport, which he will be headed towards those medevacs. Somehow that slipped my mind for a second. There's the reactor finishing up for Pult once again. Surprised to not see any bunkers up at the front, but these Hellions do give Pult the scouting information to know exactly when any sort of aggression is coming out of Sleep, and it does look like yet another round of drones being produced by Sleep. First medevacs now on the way, and more gas is popping up for Sleep, and Lair now being started. Pult getting a little supply blocked over there, a little uncharacteristic of him. There's the reactor finishing up on yet another barracks. The Overlord over here will be able to check everything out. Marines now coming over to clean that up. Looks like Sleep will see the starport 2 barracks, so he knows exactly what's going on over here. Engineering bay now being started. Baneling nest on the way as well. The Hellions trying to roast away a couple of those creep tumors. Looks like he will not be able to get those creep tumors. The Zerglings do pop out, and it looks like, oh no, Pult not controlling this very well. He loses a bunch of Hellions, and with that he will almost lose map control. Sleep now moving a Spinecrawler forward. Once again, it is bleeding quite heavily. Maybe needs a transfusion there soon. Pult now pushing out across the map with those 2 medevacs, which do have plenty of energy, as well as those Marines, which do have stim pack. And Sleep may have a lot of trouble to deal with this because he does not yet have Banelings with speed. He's got a couple right now. The Zerglings have popped out, and there are plenty of Marines over here with stim pack. And it looks like the Banelings trying to get into the mix. Pult's not really paying attention over there, losing a couple of Marines to those Banelings. And at the same time, Pult is getting down his 3rd expansion. There's another drop over here, killing off an Overlord. There's still no 3rd expansion for Sleep, so this is going to be troublesome to deal with, especially as the late game comes on. There's Pult with his 1 tank. His siege tech is a 3rd complete. 2 medevacs now returning home. Only losing a couple of Marines in exchange for denying any sort of expansion, as well as cleaning up a couple of those Zerglings. Sleep now has an Overlord at the 3rd location for Pult. Pult is now securing a 10 food lead, and that is not where Sleep wants to be as of this moment. His Spire just completed. He is saving a lot of minerals and gas to be able to produce those Mutalisks. His 3rd base is now on the way. Still more drones being produced, but Pult is gathering up a really frightening army right now. He's got 3 tanks. He's got plenty of Marines out in the field right now as well. He's finishing up his +1 for the infantry, and he's going to be moving across to this location. He's going to set up in order to help defend his 3rd base. His 3rd base will be forced to hang out for a while, as that Overlord did spread some really annoying creep. A lot of Zerglings out in the field. Banelings do have a speed now. Burrow being upgraded. Sleep getting out the +1 for the Mutalisks as well. 14 drones on the way at the same time. Mutas flying into the main of Pult, but it looks like there is a missile turret at the ready. Looks like he will be able to pick off at least 1 tech lab here, and this is extremely annoying to deal with. And oh no, the 2 medevacs taking quite a bit of damage as well, killing 1 off. Looks like that